All right, we got some huge content today. We got the official gameplay for Magia Exedra. Again, try saying that 10 times fast. Yo, what up, Toshi here. I'm super excited. I honestly do not know what to expect. I don't really have any expectations. This game can't come any sooner. Funnily enough, on a side note here, real quick, I was playing Overwatch 2 earlier, and because they dropped the 6v6 for competitive, very, very fun, by the way. There was a couple of Madoka fans on the enemy team. We rinsed them, by the way. But I kept like talking to them about Madoka, but they weren't responding. So I was talking to myself. I talk to myself all the time. So one of them is actually going to be playing this game. And if you're watching this video person on the enemy team that was interested in Magia, etc., yeah, I was the Genji. And yeah, you guys got rinsed. GG though. I'm excited. We'll know everything we need to know with just this video alone. I might pause a lot, I'll be honest. Yeah, let's hop into it. I'm ready. Let me turn this down before it blows your eardrums and my eardrums too. I don't think it's intentionally loud. It's just like some of the audio settings are just super loud. My goodness. Wait. Those they time skip, right? Surely. I realized that since they're playing music in the trailer that was from the anime, right? Directly from the anime, I'm going to face a fat copyright strike if I play this video with the music. So we'll have no audio on. If you want to watch the video with the music, then you can go on the page on YouTube for this. The music is really good. It's just the ending for the first season of the anime, which is a peak ending song, by the way. I love it. But we can see here, this is the Walpin. I'm not going to try to pronounce that anymore, but she says it. Boom. Right there. That super weird word. I think it's German. Could be wrong, though. All right. So here we have Madoka running. This is the beginning of the anime. For those of you that are curious that haven't seen the anime, I do suggest you watch anime still. But it seems to me that this game is going to cover everything in case you have not seen the anime. So yeah, there's that. I also think this is very, like, so considering it's a story-based game, right, like Honkai Star Rail, you'll find how interesting, like, if you don't pay attention to the story in this game, I think you're going to be missing out, in my opinion, because the story is the main, like, we could sit here and joke like Star Rail's main appeal is the story, right? And it technically is, but at this point, the gameplay has overtaken the story as being, like, very important, right? And the story is pretty much a side dish to the main main entree, which is the gameplay, right? This game, the gameplay is gonna be like a appetizer until you get to the PvP. Then that'll probably be like the entree, like late game, right? But the story super good. I really do suggest you like actually pay attention and watch it, read it. It's good. It's good. No regrets. I just thought I would mention that compared to like Star Rail, this is a lot more different. Now I understand this is just the beginning of the trailer, but and in the beginning of the game itself, right? The gameplay, there was no left or right traversal, but considering this is how she was in the anime, she only ran straight forward, right? Because obviously she wants to get to Amira as soon as possible. Don't think there's going to be any of that here, but definitely will be AD strafing, right? You'll be able to go AD, up, down, left, right. When I say AD, I mean left, right. I'm just on keyboard and mouse, so I have keyboard, PC, brain rot. So you'll be able to traverse like that. Remember, there's chests and stuff you can pick up and all of that. Man, this whole scene right here, this is so screwed. Especially when you see that right there. This whole scene is screwed. And man, do they just take you through the ringer, especially when you get to the end of the season. I'll tell you that. But man, Murakami is a sick, like I'm trying to cuss here, okay? She's insane, crazy. She's cracked. I also thought just the design of her Murakami was a little interesting. The fact that a middle school or high school girl, I don't know which one she is. Oh, let me pause real quick. She has military classified weapons, by the way. I always thought that was the most insane part about the character overall. Anyways, let's get back on track here. Murakami, single target damage dealer with her battle skill. Her basic attack is also single target. Now, I don't know if it's just single target because of just fighting one enemy here, but it seems to me that the wording here means that it's going to be single target in all scenarios, so she doesn't have AoE for the skill. Now, again, I could be wrong, and maybe this is just translated this way for this specific fight. and maybe she does have AoE in her skill. There is also blast attacks like there is in Star Rail, and AoE attacks as well. So we'll see more of that as the game does launch. Animation is sick though. I like it. She throws a grenade. By the way, middle school, high school girl with a grenade. Now, very important, real quick. So if we go back here, when she got attacked, right, you see her energy was like, let's say like 95%, just throwing a number out there. She got hit by the enemy here. And then as soon as she got hit, she got energy. So like in Star Rail, if you are very close to your ultimate and you get hit, you will get your ultimate after getting hit by the enemy. So I don't know how much energy you do gain after getting hit by the enemy, but I thought that was important to mention. So the mechanics are definitely going to be very similar to Star Rail in terms of how you get like the energy gain in the game, right? Will there be any quid pro quos? I have no idea. That'd be very interesting. All right, so right here, proximity attack means that is going to be AoE, right? I mean, just by looking at the animation, we can assume it's AoE. She's throwing out a literal like nuke. I mean, like these are like homing rockets, right? This has to be AoE, surely. So AoE on her ultimate, her skill was single target. Again, it just could be worded that way. Very weird kit, if you ask me. Single target and then AoE on the ultimate. Boss's ultimate animation is insane, by the way. Yeah, she's done for. I didn't watch the anime last time I mentioned it in the previous video. I gotta sit down and watch it again. The only anime I've been able to watch over and over again is Steins Gate, but this anime is like kind of similar to that. So for me personally, I think I'll like the second watch through of it. Man, brings me back. All right. That's it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Overall, pretty nice gameplay reveal. It was bare bones. I feel like they could have done more than this, but again, we have like 10 more, like not 10 more days. We have like 8 more days until the launch of the game. 7 if we count regional timing and stuff like that. But some key takeaways here. We know that Himura Kemi is going to be again, if it's worded the way it, or translated this way, then I could be wrong. But the way it seems to me is that she's going to be a single target attacker with an AoE on her ultimate, and she may be the first character you get in the game, or she may just be a character that is just given to you in the tutorial, and then you'll have to roll for her later on. 5 stars, I'm guessing that means she's 5-star, right? 5-star rarity. I don't know any of the other characters serving rarity. We'll find out as we get closer to the launch, or maybe we already have that out there in terms of knowledge. Aside from that, though, the traversing is a little interesting, right? From here, it shows that she was only going up and down, right? You see the hand icon. I assume you can go left to right, right? Because they did have chests that we did take a look at in the previous videos. So the traversing will definitely be, you can control your character more than just going up and down here. But I do like the approach that they're taking you through the very beginning. Like your tutorial is literally the beginning of Madoka Magica, which is nice. If you are getting into this without having watched the anime, I do think that you are very lucky, just because the game seems very high quality from what we've seen so far, and you just get to experience the anime without having to watch it. I do think the animations are still top tier. Like, well, I mean, not necessarily the top tier, but for me, I consider the animations to be really good still to this day. Very rare for anime to hold up super well in the animation. It holds up really well, especially a lot of the fights, like Himura Kemi fight, like episode 3 or 4. I think it was episode 4. And then you had Sayaka Miki, her fight, and this was in the third movie. Yeah, it was insane. Oh my god, it's my favorite fight in the whole anime. It's so good. It's so peak. I'm getting off track here. Man, you're lucky. What a time we live in right now, where we got a bunch of crazy games coming out. We got this. We got Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I'm just absolutely yapping right now. Nothing to do with this game whatsoever. I think the animation is good. The model for this character is really nice. Models in general are pretty good. Doesn't really seem clunky or anything. Seems very smooth. And I imagine if your device is better than what they're... Maybe this is like one of the best devices to play this on right now. If you have like a crazy device, this will look even more optimized. And it would just look even more crisp. Although I don't really know, like... Like, this is insane, man. Oh my gosh. So that's it. That's really all there is to it. We'll leave Kalyuba on the screen here. I think I do have some more gameplay footage, but it's like character reveals, and I don't know if I put it in this video. You'll see if I time skip to that. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of your day. We'll have the character reveals in the next video, and we'll look at all the different characters that are coming to this game. I'm honestly really excited to look into the roster, man. Some of those designs are kind of nice. I'm not going to lie.